On the ground, there's Washington. An explosion run beyond the 40. Nobody's going to catch him. He's still going inside the 20. He will get all of it.
There was a legal formation. Therefore, there is no foul for illegal formation. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Wearing number 41, which is an honor. It's in honor of Solomon Jackson, former Bulls player. And last week, you had James Patterson, and prior to that, Marilyn Johnson. And this week, Mike Washington Jr. is representing that number extremely well.
Washington, touchdown, Mike Washington, double overtime, New Mexico State wins it.
You see those linebackers, Fields, sitting there in the middle. He got caught up looking inside, and Blake.
What's going on? And he's not reading the coverages very well.
No gain, so still 10 yards of passing total. Washington burst through the middle. Washington end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Not much resistance there. Mano a mano up front. You see Pete get the big block seal. And right.
23. Marucci pulled it. He throws. Caught by Washington for the first down and more. Washington in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
That's how you do a little quick run pass. Get Washington in the ball. Let him pick up some extra yards. Pick up the TD. Nice play right here. You see it coming right.
Catch a pass here. Pistol back Washington. Hand off to Washington. Follows his blockers, and he navigates into the end zone. 10 yards away. Washington had a receiving touchdown earlier, and he runs this one in for his first rushing score in the Crimson and White. Washington, the running back, already has 2 scores in the game. Make it a third. Second rushing touchdown for Washington. He also has a receiving touchdown. Who can run with the football. He puts Washington in motion, gives it to Mike, right side. Washington cuts up field, and he is in. Washington darts in the end zone. New Mexico State has scored 16 unanswered.
How good of a job was that of running for Washington? You'll see that he comes out there. It's a quick give. These running backs are doing great gun stuff. Give him the ball, let him go. You see 2 people right there. They had leverage to the outside. There was nothing he could do there. He would pick up positive yards, but he was not going to get in the end zone. But he cuts left, and the minute he does, he sees the end zone.
Is now in at quarterback with McGowan and Washington in the backfield. Man in motion. Washington right up the middle, touchdown.
What a great run right there. Mike Washington, simple dive right down the middle, breaking the tackle. And that's what we see out of these running backs, out of Washington, out of McGowan. They don't go down by the first man.
And Washington both in the game. Nunez will hand it to Washington, and he can cruise in. Touchdown, Mike Washington. His 3rd straight game with a rushing score.
You see 10 guys almost in the box. One that's wide.
2 wide receiver look. Handoff to Washington, and he's in. His 2nd rushing touchdown today. 6 rushing touchdowns in the previous 5 for Mike Washington. What a response, Danny.
Yeah, that was a great response. The drive was good.
The fact they had senior night tonight and not against Texas in 2 weeks, really the last game of the season, just to get that emotional night out of the way now.
There's one work, especially in that pass game. It was fun, and was a year ago.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, yeah, their stadium was packed to watch that performance.
Oh, a big run from Mike Washington, driving some maroon jerseys close to midfield. That's a big run of hard-earned 16 yards for Washington.
I mean, listen, this is a 2-7 football team, but you have 2 running backs that, I mean, just laying the boom, have no quit in them. And Seth McGowan and Mike Washington. And this is a team that they knew that.
Got to take care of business next week.
Yep.
Or
partner. Realignment. Washington carries end of the 3rd quarter. Breaks a tackler too. Evans finally wrestles him down.
This is Mike Washington touching it for the first time, and he's slippery up the middle. Another very quick running back for the Aggies. He gets to the 40-yard line of Jacksonville State. Jabari Mack with perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle. It's a gain of 23.
And then get the pressure on.
Here's Washington out of Cicero North Syracuse High School.
Santino Marucci out of the gun from his own end zone. Hands it off. Hit in the backfield, but escapes. Two Gamecocks had their hands on him. Mike Washington, he's the running back. Washington up the middle. And that's going to be a first down carry to the 11.
It's the Aggies who's outrushed them thus far. And this time is Washington. Washington hit and knocked out at the 40. And then you tack on 15 more.
Yeah, and this offensive line is really doing some work right now.
6'2", 215 pounds, spent the last 3 years in the Buffalo Bulls backfield. He'll get it again, spins out of a tackle and backs his way close to another first down.
Really makes it interesting. Hand off to Washington, running near sideline past the 30, into Hilltopper territory. Have yourself a day, Mike Washington.
Wow, that's just a big play right there by Washington. That's set up by the aggressive nature of Western Kentucky because they brought some guys.
Handoff goes to Washington. Washington inside the 35, breaks a tackle, lowers the shoulders at the 30. Little tempo for the Aggie offense. Washington up the middle, trying to break free to midfield. And he is tripped up there. Mike Washington over 50 yards already. He's up to the 49, 25-yard explosion. A-Watt still the quarterback. The give is to Mike Washington, the transfer from Buffalo with his first carry today. McGowan in motion. Give left side Washington, gets around the edge. Quality run. Monte Watkins has been out for a while, but it's still Washington and McGowan healthy and running well. Washington lowers the pass. Washington runs over a minor near sideline near the 30. Washington tight end is Adam Parks in motion. And the handoff goes left side to Washington, and he darts up to the 30. Running back Washington. They'll toss it to him near side, has a blocker. Uses the block upfield. Running back is Mike Washington. A big burst up the middle for Washington. A nice run on blemish on their defense. It's probably stopping the run. This is Washington who almost broke free. He went to the left. Washington to the right. Washington takes the handoff down the far sideline. Another quality pickup. Trying to finish with some positives offensively in this one. This has been a great positive today as Mike Washington pinballs off defenders for a 9-yard gain.
This is Washington. Breaks a tackle and dives inside the 20.
Parker A-Watt, 3 for 8 throwing the football since coming out in relief of Marucci. He'll throw to the outside and is complete to Washington. It's New Mexico. They really like the true freshman. First down. Marucci flushed, being chased by Hughes. Oh my! Marucci just gets hammered.
Aggies 3 for 7 on third down. Heavy front side pressure. A-Watt gets rid of it. Washington the catch, and he pinballs up to midfield. It's in the running back. More pressure from UTEP. A-Watt rolls. He throws. Washington catches at midfield. Washington will motion to the right hip of the quarterback, Parker A-Watt, who bullies his way ahead for a couple of extra yards. Tough running again for Mike Washington. To the second down and 15. But Mike Washington gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. McMillan in motion, handoff up the middle to Washington, and he just pushes forward. UTEP defense. Handoff, Washington, shimmies through a hole. Second down, 8 yards to go, empty backfield. Jet sweep handoff to Washington, bounces off a defender. Lobos blitz, runs straight up the gut for Washington. He spins down to the Lobo 45 as he gets 6. A-Watt hands it off, stopping and starting Washington, spinning inside the 10, trying to drag some minors.
Washington stays busy on the first down run.
A pseudo fullback, if you will. Fahina's on the bench now as the Aggies hand it off to Washington again. He almost stuffs out of a tackle. Smith in motion. Handoff goes to Washington, and he gets over that. New Mexico State with this rush of UTEP. Washington, the running back, takes a direct snap, plows ahead, trying to get down to the 10. He does. He gains 4.
Here's first down. Carry Washington again.
Awad will throw on second down. Really good blocking up front by Washington and others. Awad from his end zone.
86% of his passes. And he'll look to throw here. Has time to do it.
For 8 on third down. Awad under pressure throws.
Their last game, exciting victory over Louisiana Tech.
This is our turn here. Santino is there, has a little play action fake. Nice protection in there.
You run the football. Play action fake to Washington. Maristo back Washington. They fake it to him. They're going to throw on 3rd and 2. Down early on in this game. Marucci the quarterback. Slant route to 37 on 2nd and 10. Awad going deep.